Welcome back to Futbol Mundial for 2019. Myself and Zach, as usual, will take you on a journey of the beautiful game across the world.
Yes, we will. Today we've got major upsets in the Asia Cup, major punishment at Bayern Munich, and major goings-on in the transfer market. We're kicking off 2019 with a bang, people.
We are.
We start at Bayern Munich, where controversy has been brewing over the last few days.
Indeed. First off, Franck Ribery has got himself into hot water after eating a gold-coated steak to see in the new year, courtesy of his friend, the Salt Bay.
100% thought you were going to do that. Unsurprisingly, the Frenchman faced criticism on social media for spending over 300 euros on a steak.
Pricey.
But his response was something else, calling out his haters as those only born because a condom has a hole in it.
Not great, is it? But
Not
it's
amazing.
nothing compared to what he said next. He went on to say, "Fuck your mothers, your grandmothers, and even your family tree," before professing his love for God.
Over a steak.
Keeping it classy.
Christ. Ribery has now been fined, but he's the smallest of Bayern's problems after their fans made their feelings known about the club's dealings with Qatar, which is believed to make them around 10 million euros a year.
Yes, the club are currently on a training camp in Doha, but their association with the Gulf states has brought a lot of criticism, with a banner at the Allianz posing the question, money over human rights, capital over morals? Question mark.
What with all the Football League stuff, if there's one club with a ton of New Year's resolutions, it's got to be Bayern Munich.
There you go. Got there in the end. We kick off out of our league 2019 with a very special one. That's right, you've been calling for it, so we're having a look at the Asian Cup, which kicked off on the weekend.
This year's competition is taking place in the United Arab Emirates, and it's the 17th edition of the tournament, with the first hosted by Hong Kong all the way back in 1956. And it has already thrown up big drama.
Oh yes, it has. On Sunday, reigning champions Australia lost 1-0 in their opening fixture against Jordan, who are 68 places below them in the FIFA rankings.
Especially embarrassing given coach Graham Arnold said the Socceroos expected to win the game and the fact they had 77% possession on the day.
Wowzers, but it wasn't only Jordan celebrating a famous victory. India's 4-1 triumph over Thailand was their first in the competition since 1964, ending a 54-year run.
In that time, the Blue Tigers have qualified for the Asian Cup just 3 times, and the victory also brought extra glory for talisman Sunil Chetri, who surpassed Lionel Messi in the international scoring charts.
Yes, the 34-year-old now has 66 goals for his country, leaving him just second to Cristiano Ronaldo for footballers still playing the game. Congratulations, mate, and best of luck for the rest of the tournament.
Meanwhile, the defeat to India was deemed so bad that Thailand manager Milovan Rajovic was sacked after the final whistle.
Brutal, but where should we fly to next week? Let us know, as always, with the hashtag #OutOfYourLeague.
Now, it's all too often that we have to be the bearers of bad news on Futbol Mundial, but this week has been a triumphant week for Juventus youngster Brian Dodian.
Yes, the 14-year-old was diagnosed with cancer back in 2015, and Paul Pogba publicly supported him throughout his time at Juve. But Dodian was given the all-clear before Christmas and made his debut for the club's under-15s on the weekend.
Smashed it. Pogba was obviously delighted and took to Twitter to congratulate his friend, who he called an inspiration to me.
Yes, he's completely right. An absolute inspiration. Well done, Brian. We look forward to seeing much more of you in the future. So transfer season is underway once again, and not only does that mean big views on FD, it also means the rumour mill is now spinning out of control.
Yes, and over in Germany, talk of Timo Werner's future is once again headline news, and it looks like Liverpool and Bayern Munich will face stiff competition for the 22-year-old signature.
They will indeed. Reports last week suggested the current Premier League leaders could be in for Werner in the summer for as little as £36 million if he doesn't sign a new contract with Leipzig.
But new reports have now thrown Borussia Dortmund into the mix, with BVB apparently willing to use striker Max Philippe as part of a potential deal.
Ooh, 3 tasty options there, but which one would you choose if you were Werner? Liverpool, Bayern or Dortmund? Let us know in the poll above Zach's head.
Over in Madrid, business is already underway, with Los Blancos announcing the capture of Man City wonder kid Brahim Diaz to welcome yet another young attacker to the Bernabeu.
Yes, and the Spaniards' arrival means that along with Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo, he will be one of 3 teenage forwards on Florentino Perez's books, And this has shed yet more doubt on the future of Gareth Bale in the Spanish capital.
Bale is currently recovering from his 22nd injury in a Real Madrid jersey, and 12 minutes before the end of the club's loss to Real Sociedad on the weekend, he was seen leaving the stadium in his car.
Naughty, naughty is what I've got to say. But while he may have had a very valid reason for leaving, the Welshman has become a symbol of Real's car crash season, with just one goal involvement in the league since September.
Not great.
Bad.
With the club also rumoured to be making a £100 million bid for Christian Eriksen in the summer, the next couple of months could be make or break for Bale. But can you see him leaving the Bernabeu? Let us know in the comments below.
We finish off as always with one to watch, and this week, thanks to Naufal Kusrida's suggestion, we're looking at yet another Ajax youngster.
The man in question is Nusar Mazuri, who has made the right-back position his own at the Amsterdam Arena this season. Pretty amazing for a guy who featured predominantly in central midfield and on the left wing for the reserves last campaign.
Yes, and the switch has worked brilliantly. Ajax have conceded just 8 goals at the halfway stage of the Eredivisie season, compared to a total of 33 last term, with Mazraoui featuring in all but one match.
He's also contributed to 3 goals in the league and has even scored twice in the Champions League from right back, including away at Bayern Munich, as the club went unbeaten in the groups.
Nice one. Like his teammate Hakim Ziyech, Mazraoui is also a Morocco international, and despite not featuring at the World Cup in Russia, now has 3 caps for his country.
Bad. But guys, who should we cover next week on Futbol Mundial? Let us know in the comments below with the hashtag #OneToWatch. So that's the end of Futbol Mundial for yet another week. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Why not head over to our Instagrams and Twitters?
Yes.
The handles are on screen right now. Let Michael know how much you love him.
Oh.
Michael, what should they do now, mate?
They should go and subscribe to FDFC, because we've got a lot of great content out there, haven't we? Non-league vlogs, the latest one at Salford came out a few weeks ago. The Sevens is in full swing. Go watch Zach boss it at centre-back sometimes.
Attempt to.
But yeah, go and subscribe there. Go and check out all the other great content on EFD as well. And see you next time.
Bye.